Internet. I was eating lunch. It's like my lunch break at work. But real bored. I'm so bright without my glasses. I can't see anything. Alright, let's see. Operation Psychic Fury. The operation name doesn't matter, it's randomly generated. So this is Skyrogue. It's a arcade flight combat game, but it's like a roguelike. So whenever the game starts, everything is random, like it's randomly generated, except for the stuff that you own. Which you get as you keep playing. Essentially, the more you play, the more stuff that gets unlocked. There's like a whole bunch of different type fighters. You have fighters, fighter bombers, and bombers. Fighter bombers are like in betweens. They can kind of do both, but they're like not good at either. They're fighter craft that can carry ordnance, like bomber ordnance. Well, some of it is like based on real world stuff, but it's really not real world at all. I'm gonna be using the Kirin, and the weaponry that I like using is a heavy micro. So the micro weapon, the micro missiles are like fire and forget scanner types, which they're really bad at following targets, but they're good at tracking. Rockets are it's rocket pods, infinite rocket pods. Gun is just a gun, and then I have AAMRs, which are like medium range, like Fox 2 weaponry essentially, or Fox 3 weaponry. The target is an X-Lab, which is like a ground target. I'll probably just strafe out the rocket pods. Game's pretty easy. It's not overly complicated to play. I like playing it with my Taz, but I mean, essentially play this with the controller and handle. When the game starts, it's like kind of just fight really easy enemies. Like right now, I'm just fighting enemies that don't really fight back. What I'm getting missile lock by is that one of my missiles missed, so you can tell if it misses or not by the X's. The drones don't have any health. And I'm getting targeted by. Pretty sure there's like an A somewhere. But so the weaponry is infinite. The only times that you run out is like if you dump all the weaponry like I just did. It's based on cooldown, so like my rocket pods are, I think it's 2 seconds each rocket to reload. The gun is the same way. The gun is like it has a limited number of shots and shit. So the longer that you stay in the fight, essentially I can go right now back to base and land, but the longer that you stay in the mission, the more money that you get, right, by blowing stuff up. You use money to upgrade temporarily upgrade your things. One of which is upgrade for your ship, which is pretty important. When you blow up important buildings, you'll get reinforcements that show up. But in the early game, they're like, it's mostly drones. They're really super easy. It's like, still a cutter. Cutters are like the aircraft carriers, or not an aircraft carrier, but like the battleship. But it should be like now. They always have like anti-air guns on them. So. These rigs are like low rigs. I'm not really sure like if there's specific advantages to the like everything mode. I like it. It's got like one mode. So now there's nothing left. Technically, I could wait for. Technically, I could wait for reinforcements to show up, but it's just easier. I think all my. I have a sniffle because the fucking weather changes constantly here. We had like a week of weather that goes between 0 and 30. It's like impossible to tell how to dress. So you can do like automatic landings if I just hit the land button. I kind of wish that there was a thing where you can actually do like that, like proper landing, but because of the way the ships are made, they're like essentially but when they slow down enough, they become hovercrafts. So it's like it's not. It would be really feasible. But yeah, that's the basic gameplay loop. You start with like whatever it is that you had from your overall runs. You get money from doing the missions, so like blowing stuff up gives you money, and then you can use it to temporarily upgrade your thing. So like if I wanted to upgrade where's my rockets? So I'll upgrade my rocket pod. So I spend 800 and I get 20 more damage and 2,000 more speed, but it doesn't increase the range, it increases the reload speed. So instead of waiting 20 seconds to fully refresh my rocket pod, it takes 10. And I think each weapon can go to Mark 3, so it's like 2 upgrades each. And not all weapons are like, they don't upgrade the same way. Some of them will upgrade their damage, some of them upgrade their ammo. The ammo is like how many you can spam. So like the guns have 30. And the missiles will have like 2 or 3, or 1 in this case. This is the medium range, the javelin. And in between each level, you can change your entire loadout if you want to. So like, if the next target is also grounded, or if it was air, like if it said Griffin is like it's like an AC-10. You just change your ships on the fly. I don't really care because I gotta go back to work in like 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna fly. Usually it's like better to take out AA stations. In this case, like I can see that the island is completely empty, so this base is just like completely unaffected. Focus and slow down. See if I can clean off the table before season. Whoa, relax. Drones are like... Sounds like a blew it up. it's hard to see on the when you're playing with the hook test because the look button is on. Maybe it does now. I'm sure one of these. Oh yeah, okay, this is trap. There is a look button, but it doesn't function. I'll hit the look button, and then I'll try moving with the stick, and the view doesn't change. He's dead. Aircraft. Blow that up. Just the radar really cool. Oh, there's a whole island here that I missed. Yeah, after everything just fucking spawned in. But noticed. Drones don't do any like invasive maneuvers. It's like very easy. Horrible. The rockets, I think, at level 2 you can take out engines with 4 hits. I always forget the count. That engine should be gone. So there's a lot of enemies like this actually in the game that exist like this where you have to like take them apart. It's very similar to like the Ace Combat series though with the large airplanes, I forget what they're called. Where you have to like systematically take down every single piece of them. Drone that I want to pass. Still building and stuff. 2500. Can I upgrade my plane? Using the current, I'll have just... Yeah, so upgrading the plane, it gives you, or gives me increased durability, increased speed, increased maneuverability, so it's like the angle and the acceleration, it's how fast it goes from 0 to 100. Durability is just health. The more durability you have, the tougher your plane is. Targets a Griffin. So Griffins are like bombers. I don't really know what they're bombing. They don't have like the enemies themselves don't have objectives. They kind of just exist. Kind of like a Lost Opportunity, actually. Show me his book. Fire those missiles are like a long range. Normally you don't want to fly fire missiles when they're coming at you, just because it's just easier to ignore. This is like right behind it, so it doesn't really have a choice. Considering it's a drone, they don't really have like any like routine. So, like I would not fire missiles. But now that I've been learning out, I can like these are Minecraft, so actually normally they'll do like some form of physics. It's still really good in the game, you don't really do anything. The basic rule is if you're above or behind them, they generally can't fight back. That's most of my runs actually is running anything. Oh, I can kill it. Yeah, my guns will kill it. Stay at max distance and shoot missiles. Don't go in for gun kills. Gun kills are always. So then when you do die, you get you'll get research points based on how like it fills up an experience bar, and then you'll get research points based on how good that bar fills up, and then you can just buy new gear and planes. It's always like micros are all. I think every plane has to have micro something, so it's like micro rockets or micro missiles. I don't remember what this is. Swarm. I think the swarm is like 4 AM. It might like airburst. Come out and gun, it shoots behind you. This is the same thing as Scorpion, it's a missile that shoots behind. This looks interesting. This looks fucking cool. It's like a bomber speed. It's got a lot of hard points. The way the hard points work is it's in points. Payload is usually for bombs and avionics is usually for guided missiles. So the higher your payload, the more of a bomber craft it is, and the higher the avionics, the higher it's like a fighter craft. But if you see it's equal like this, it's a fighter bomber. Like you can tell right away that it's meant to be shooting on airplanes. But this is meant to be used as a bomber. Like even without looking at the name, you know right away that it's meant to be a bomber. The bombers usually have a lot more health and they have a lot more payload. I'm gonna go for this thing. this one. I'm gonna quickly launch a level and see what it does, and then I'm going to go back to work. I have a feeling it's an Airburst rocket though. It was perfect, actually. I like got really lucky with the I mean, it could be either Airburst or it could be just very fast missiles. It doesn't look like it's locking onto multiple things. It could be that it's just could be that it's just that was like a rapid fire rocket. I mean, they recharge things. They don't really do much damage. So as far as I know, there's only two types of defenses in the game. It's either you use flares, which what you need to do is you need to fly in a straight line. Essentially, you need to fly in a straight line as fast as you can, and then when the missile is near you, you have to launch a flare, and then the flare is meant to act as like a decoy for the missile. If you don't fly in a straight line, what ends up happening? What ends up happening is that the flare. Well, let's say you're flying in a straight line, and then you do this, and you launch a flare. The missile will still have you, like it'll still have your engines in its radar view, so or its IR view. So it will believe, like it won't believe your flare. It'll still track you. If you fly in a straight line, you launch your flare. If you fly like directly behind you, the sensors are going to get plugged, so it hits the flare instead, or detonates from the flare. I mean, I really didn't know. I only wanted to do, stream it tonight. I wonder if the audio is good. I'll have to look at the vlog to see if the audio is good. But I'm the only one watching. Alright, bye, or me.